We gotta rock. Yes. For those who like to rock. What's that saying? For those who like to rock, we salute you. Yes, indeed. Fancy playlist. So many top 40 extras on this fancy playlist of October 17th, 1993. I know I've shown this to you several times, but there's so many to choose from. Well, one that stood out right at the bottom here, very bottom, the Scorpions, Alien Nation. There, we've got some of that. I don't know. I wouldn't put Scorpions in the hair metal genre, not quite. They straddle the line between the heavy metal, the hair metal, and the classic rock. They started out in 1965 originally, didn't put out their first album until 1972, but their commercial successes happened towards the end of the 70s and particularly in the 80s. Blackout in 1981, No One Like You went to number 65 on Billboard's Hot 100, but hey, that's still one of the great rock and roll classics, definitely of the 80s anyway. And then there was Love at First Sting, getting stung by the Scorpions and loving every minute of it. Yes, indeed. Rock You Like a Hurricane. God, that was one of the best rock and roll records. Melodic, like Summertime Blues by The Who, and oh God, I can go on forever, but I can't. Rock You Like a Hurricane was actually a commercial success too. Went to number 25 on Billboard's Hot 100. Now you gotta understand this. A lot of the FM top 40 stations, they didn't want to play it real hard because they'd blow off a lot of their listeners. Except maybe 15, 16-year-old guys, back in the day. But boy, that was one fantastic rock and roll record. Got up to number 25 anyway because it's such a great record. Scorpions from Germany. And a song that I like by them, another one they did, it was from the album Crazy World back in 1990. Tease Me, Please Me. Before I had to go, that was the classic, sort of the, I don't know if it's politically correct for me to say this. No, I won't say it. But Tease Me, Please Me, I jammed on that record. MTV played it. Their hot rotation. But the big hit off that Crazy World album was their slow record, Winds of Change. Guess who co-produced that album? Crazy World, including Winds of Change off that album. Keith Olsen. Oh my God, Keith Olsen was mega, mega big producer. He's worked with everybody. I can't even go through the entire list. He's produced for people like, or groups and acts like Heart, Pat Benatar, Joe Walsh, Europe. He produced Jesse's Girl by Rick Springfield. He produced the runner-up to Jesse's Girl, which was I've Done Everything for You, the Sammy Hagar song, which was redone by Rick Springfield. Very energetic, very angry by Rick Springfield. Working Class Dog, the album produced by, well, at least co-produced by Keith Olsen. Keith Olsen, one of my favorites going back. Keith Olsen was the bass player in the group The Music Machine. Remember that one of those early seminal, those great rock and roll classic. Talk Talk by the Music Machine, the winner of 66 and 67, heating up the airwaves across the AM Wonderland, AM Radio Wonderland of the 60s. Keith Olsen was in that group. But now let's get to 1993. Face the Heat. Yes, do your ears bleed? Yes. Time to face the music, and you know you love it when it comes to the Scorpions. And Face the Heat. Guess who produced that album? Another legend. Bruce Fairbairn. He co-produced it. Now you're saying, who the hell is Bruce Fairbairn? Bruce Fairbairn, he produced, or at least co-produced, New Jersey, Slippery When Wet by Bon Jovi. He's at least produced 3 albums by Aerosmith, including, I believe, his Permanent Vacation and Get a Grip. He produced that. Bruce Fairbairn, formerly of Prism, had that hit Spaceship Superstar back in 1977. Well, he produced this album. Classic rock and roll album by the Scorpions. Now, the song Alien Nation went to number 27 in Germany, went to number 10 on the modern rock tracks here in the States. Just not real. This is just a solid rock and roll record. An album cut, not really a single per se, but just one great rock and roll record to get into. Just put on your headphones. Yeah, let's rock out. Play your air guitar. Yeah, I'll shred it. The album went to number 24 on Billboard's Top 200 album charts, which was pretty respectable. It's not bad. Well, Top 40 Extra. Tease me, please me. I love that song. Boy, the best. Boy, the best. Lay it down the smack. Yes. But here's the song off this fancy playlist, though, of October 17th, 1993. Scorpions with Alien Nation.